So now that we're done with the dogs, it's time to move on to Morgana the cat. So, fun fact, we didn't actually get Mona. She just kind of showed up at our house. We gave her some food, and she just kind of stuck around. Although I will say that, like, I am actually a little slightly more allergic to cats than I am dogs, which is why I have never had a cat up until this point. But now that I remember, actually, I don't know why, couple months beforehand, we were talking about getting a cat. And then she just magically showed up at our door one day. It's funny how the world works sometimes. So her name actually came from the game Persona 5, which I actually haven't played, but like around that time, I was watching Cub Scouts play the game, which, by the way, he is finally gone back to playing. So, yay. So I decided to name her Morgana after the cat in the game. But we would always call her Mona and not Morgana. So I shall not refer to her as Mona. So Mona, she was like a really chill cat. Like she was like always there. Like she let you pet. Like she let her pet you, and like she just kind of like just stuck around. She just hung around. Yeah. Something that my mom actually liked about Mona was the fact that she would like never come inside the house. Like you can leave the door open for an hour, and she would be in the porch. She would just kind of be watching everyone move around the hallway, and she just stay still in the porch. She'd be like right by the door, but she'd just kind of chill and just watch everyone. Although I can't say the same for her babies. Oh, actually, speaking of which. So, remember back with Sophie, I said that there was another pet of mine who had babies? Well, that was Mona. Although she had 5 litters, only 2 of them ended up with surviving babies. But luckily, we found them homes. We did end up keeping 2, 1 from each litter. The oldest being Morgana Jr., or as we call her, MJ. And the youngest, by 4 months, is Snowball, or just Snow, or Snowbud, because he runs like a bunny. Which, although I'm not going into too much details with them, because they will get their own video later on. I have the sketches. I need to finish drawing them. So now, onto the drawing. So I actually do like her design, although I will admit I was having some issues with her hair. So as you can probably tell, Mona I think she's a calico. I honestly don't know how you can tell the difference between cat breeds, but I saw pictures of calicos and she kind of looked like one. So anyways, she was white, and then she had orange and dark gray, kind of brownish spots on her. So like with her hair, I was like, oh, maybe I'll do a ponytail. I think that would look kind of cute, kind of make it look a little like a cat tail. But when I was doing that, but like with the color scheme, I was trying not to make the ponytail kind of look more like she's a fox. Because I thought the colors were kind of a little too similar. But I think in the end, I managed to figure that out. So that's a good thing. So actually, another thing I had a little bit, I didn't really have issues when I was making it. But like now I can have issues a little bit, is her dress. So you can kind of see that I kind of give her like a gradient dress. Well, trying to remake the dress every single time kind of became a little bit of an issue, because I kind of forget what specific colors I use for the dress. So I have to look for them every single time, and then I have to try and remember how to make the gradient look semi-decent. It's a little, so it just kind of makes it a little bit extra work, but I do think it's kind of worth it in the end. So like in case you're kind of wondering the kind of style that I was trying to go for, it was, I guess, I don't know if it was like dress to impress, kind of, if that's a word for it. Well, it is if it means dress to impress the boys. Speaking of the boys, I kind of imagined that Mona would be like a total flirt. Because, like I said, she got pregnant a lot. And also, there was this one time that there was 2 male cats fighting over her. Little backstory. So, so there was always this white cat that would hang around Mona. We gave him 2 nicknames. 1, her boyfriend, and 2, Gringo, because he was a white cat. So one day, Mona and her boyfriend, they were like just chilling, just like under the window. And then all of a sudden, this big fluffy gray boy, shows up and is looking at Mona. Then he's looking at this Gringo. And then he starts hissing at him. And I'm pretty sure they're arguing over like who the boyfriend is. And like this whole situation was going on for like half an hour. And it would be like growling and aggressive meowing and fake attacking. Like they would move forward but not like attack. And then me and my parents were watching this, and we just kind of made this telenovela storyline where like this, like Fluff Boy was the ex, and he was like, "Oh nah, Mona my girlfriend, bitch, get the like she my girlfriend," and then Gringos was like, "Nah, this is my girlfriend." That was the most entertaining half hour I've ever had in my life. Like I said, no one attacked anyone, so that's good. Although I will say, I'm pretty sure they both lost on who shall be the father, because I'm pretty sure this other cat, this white and gray cat, is MJ's dad, who would show up a lot when she had babies. So we call him Baby Daddy and Deadbeat Dad. Yeah, so to take that inspiration, I kind of imagine human Mona is kind of similar. She always has a bunch of boys. She always has a lot of boyfriends. She's always going out with boys. She's not, Although, like, kind of to that extent, like, how I said, like, she had babies. A little bit of me kind of wants to give it, like, she got pregnant, like, as a teen. And she had, like, MJ and Snow, but, like, she didn't, like, she, like, put them up for, like, she had them up for adoption. Is that the word? She gave them up to a foster care. I don't know how it works. Like, I kind of want to do that, but because I don't know how any of that shit works, I kind of don't want to say that's officially what's going on, because I don't want to say something that's not true, But another bit of me kind of says, like, maybe she does have her kids, but she has them later on. But it's also kind of a case where, like, they're from different litters, so they are definitely different ages. And when I do imagine they are different ages, they're not like twins, like the 2 Chihuahuas. I don't know. I still got to figure that out. Oh, actually, another thing that, like, is not sure on, like, how Mona is. I don't know how old she is. Like, we didn't know how old she was when she showed up. But, like, I also don't know. Like, I kind of want to make her younger, like 17. Because when she showed up, she was... Because she showed up, like, last, kind of. Like, she showed up, like, out of all my pets, she's, like, the last one to show up. I kind of made that how old they are. Like, Funk is the oldest. He's, like, 20, 22. Like, he's in his early 20s, I'd imagine. Prince was afterwards. He's 19. He's 19, maybe 20. The only exceptions being the 2 twins. Sophie was after them, so she's 18. Simba, I kind of want to also make him 18, but like younger, but definitely younger than Sophie. So like because Mona comes after Simba, she should be 17, right? But the thing is, like, we didn't get her as a kitty. She was a full-grown adult. She's a full-grown cat. So I'm like, should she be older than like closer to like Prince and Funga's age? Like 19, 20, around there? I don't know. And because I don't know, no one else shall know her age. Although I will say it is somewhere between 17 and 20. But her age shall be a mystery. At least until I can make up my mind on how old she is. You got any suggestions? Please help me out. And that's Mona. And like I said, I really like how she is. And also, like I said, her babies will be coming human later on. They're definitely not next. Maybe like in a month or 2. They'll show up. Well, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!